Daily horoscope analysis for Leo June 12, 2025. Greetings, magnificent Leos. Today's celestial configuration brings a particularly fascinating energy to your fiery, sun-ruled sign. As we explore what June 12, 2025 has in store for you, I'll guide you through the planetary influences, opportunities, and potential challenges that await. Let's begin by examining the overall cosmic climate. On this particular Thursday, we find the Sun in Gemini, creating a dynamic intellectual energy that stimulates your social sector. Meanwhile, the Moon transitions through Capricorn, bringing a grounding influence to your daily routine and health sector. This Sun-Moon combination creates an interesting duality for you, Leo pulling you between your natural desire to shine socially and a pragmatic need to focus on responsibilities. Mars, the planet of energy and action, forms a trine aspect to your sign from Aries, fueling your natural fire with even more passionate drive. This is an extremely favorable transit that amplifies your courage, determination, and creative expression. With this cosmic boost, you'll likely feel more energetic and assertive than usual. Venus, currently in Cáncer, creates a subtle tension in your sector of subconscious and hidden matters. This placement suggests some emotional undercurrents affecting your relationships, perhaps bringing unresolved feelings to the surface. Mercury, the communication planet, is also in Gemini, sharpening your intellect and enhancing your ability to network and collaborate with groups. Jupiter and Saturn form an intriguing aspect today that particularly impacts your career sector. This suggests a day where long-term planning meets expansion opportunities, a cosmic nudge to think bigger about your professional path while still maintaining practical boundaries. Now, let's delve deeper into different aspects of your day. General mood and energy. Today's Leo energy is characterized by enthusiasm tempered with purpose. The Mars trine provides you with abundant vitality, while the Capricorn moon encourages you to channel this energy into structured pursuits. You'll likely wake up feeling motivated, but may need to guard against mid-afternoon restlessness when the moon squares Uranus. Take short breaks to recalibrate rather than abandoning your plans entirely. The day's color vibration aligns with bright orange, a hue that balances your natural solar energy with the grounding elements of Earth. Incorporating this color into your attire or environment may help harmonize today's conflicting planetary poles. Love and relationships. For Leos in committed relationships, today brings an opportunity for meaningful conversations about future goals. The Mercury-Jupiter aspect facilitates discussions about shared aspirations, though Venus in your subconscious sector suggests you may need to address unspoken expectations. Be particularly aware of how past relationship patterns might be influencing current interactions. Single Leos may find themselves attracted to individuals who challenge their intellectual perspectives today. The Gemini sun encourages connections through mental stimulation rather than purely physical attraction. An unexpected conversation around midday could spark interest in someone from your professional network or social circle. However, with Neptune forming a subtle square to your sign, ensure you're seeing potential partners clearly without idealizing them. The evening hours bring a more sensitive energy as the moon aspects Neptune, creating a romantic atmosphere ideal for genuine emotional connection. Express your feelings with sincerity rather than dramatic flair for best results. Career and professional life. Today marks a significant day for professional advancement, Leo. The Saturn-Jupiter aspect specifically activates your career and public reputation sectors, suggesting an opportunity to take on more responsibility that comes with greater rewards. A superior or mentor figure may recognize your contributions, potentially leading to a discussion about advancement. Uranus's influence today also suggests unexpected developments in team dynamics. You may be called upon to mediate a situation or bring creative solutions to a workplace challenge. Your natural leadership abilities are highlighted, particularly between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. when the sun forms a harmonious aspect with the day's ascendant. For Leos working in creative fields, this is an exceptionally productive day, with inspiration flowing freely thanks to the Mars-Neptune sextile. Capture ideas as they come, as this transit facilitates breakthroughs in artistic expression and innovative thinking. Those seeking employment will find today's energy supportive for networking and interview preparation. Focus on showcasing your unique talents and authentic self rather than trying to conform to perceived expectations. Money and finances. The financial picture for Leos today shows potential for unexpected gains, particularly through collaborative ventures. Jupiter's expansive energy in your house of shared resources suggests benefits coming through partnerships, investments, or even tax returns. However, Saturn's influence reminds you to approach financial decisions with careful consideration of long-term security. This is an excellent day to review investment portfolios or consider diversification strategies. The moon in your sixth house supports methodical analysis of financial details, perfect for budget planning or identifying unnecessary expenses. Avoid impulsive purchases, especially before noon when Mercury squares Neptune, potentially clouding judgment around value and necessity. For Leos involved in business negotiations, today's planetary alignment supports fair exchanges that recognize your worth. Ask for what you deserve, but be prepared to clearly articulate the value you bring. A proposition that combines creative work with financial reward may present itself in the latter part of the day. Health and wellness. With the moon activating your sixth house of health, today brings increased awareness of your physical well-being. The Mars trine provides abundant energy, making this an excellent day for exercise that combines intensity with skill development. Consider activities like martial arts, dance, or competitive sports that engage both body and mind. However, the Capricorn moon also highlights potential tension in the skeletal system, particularly the lower back, knees, and teeth areas where Leos sometimes store stress. Preventative stretching and mindful posture will serve you well. Hydration is especially important today, as the fire-earth combination can be dehydrating. Nutritionally, your system may benefit from minerals like calcium and magnesium today, along with foods that support heart health, always a consideration for Leo, which rules the heart in traditional astrology. The evening aspect between the moon and Neptune may increase sensitivity to medications or alcohol, so moderation is advisable. Mental health is supported by the Mercury-Jupiter aspect, which brings psychological clarity and optimism. However, the Venus placement in your subconscious sector suggests emotional processing may happen beneath the surface. Journaling before bed could help integrate any complex feelings that arise throughout the day. Social life and friendships. Your social charisma is especially magnetic today, Leo. The sun in your 11th house of networks and friendships amplifies your already considerable charm. Group activities, community events, and team projects all benefit from your participation. An unexpected invitation may arrive around lunchtime. Accepting it could connect you with individuals who share your passionate outlook on life. Existing friendships may enter a more profound phase, as Pluto's influence encourages deeper conversations that transcend surface-level interaction. You may find yourself discussing philosophical perspectives or sharing vulnerable truths with trusted companions. These exchanges strengthen bonds in meaningful ways. For Leos involved in organizational leadership or community service, today's aspects support initiatives that bring people together around shared values. Your ability to inspire others reaches a peak in the early evening hours when the Leo ascendant aligns perfectly with Jupiter's expansive energy. Personal growth and spirituality. Today's celestial configuration creates a powerful opportunity for self-discovery and spiritual development. The Capricorn moon's trine to Uranus in your 9th house of higher wisdom encourages breaking free from limiting beliefs about yourself and your potential. An insight that arrives today could fundamentally shift how you perceive your life's direction. Creative visualization is especially potent during the afternoon hours. Setting aside time for meditation, affirmation work, or artistic expression allows you to tap into the powerful Mars-Neptune sextile that connects your creative center with your spiritual aspirations. Journal prompts that may prove particularly revealing today include: how am I limiting my self-expression out of fear? And what legacy do I wish to create through my authentic gifts? These questions align perfectly with the day's emphasis on both practical achievement and soul-level purpose. Challenges to watch for. While today's energy is largely supportive, there are a few potential pitfalls to navigate. The primary challenge comes from the Venus-Pluto square, affecting your subconscious and transformation sectors. This may manifest as emotional intensity that takes you by surprise, particularly in intimate relationships. Old wounds around validation and appreciation, sensitive points for recognition-loving Leo, may resurface for healing. Additionally, the Mercury-Neptune square in the morning hours may create some confusion in communications. Double-check important details, especially in written exchanges, and don't assume others understand your intentions without explicit explanation. The Mars energy, while invigorating, could tip into impatience or domineering behavior if not consciously channeled. Remember that your natural Leo authority is most effective when balanced with genuine consideration for others' perspectives. Opportunities to embrace. Today presents several golden opportunities that align beautifully with Leo's natural strengths. The Jupiter-Saturn aspect in your career sector creates an opening for advancement that combines your creative vision with practical implementation, the perfect balance for sustainable success. The Mars trine from fellow fire sign, Aries, activates your natural leadership abilities and courage. This is an ideal day to initiate projects that have intimidated you in the past or to take a calculated risk in an area of passion. Your communication sector receives beneficial aspects from Mercury, making this an excellent day for presentations, important discussions, or sharing ideas that require both charisma and clarity, a combination that comes naturally to your sign. Advice for the day. To make the most of today's cosmic energies, consider the following guidance. 1. Balance ambition with patience. The day rewards methodical progress rather than impulsive leaps. 2. Express appreciation to those who support your goals, as the Venus placement highlights the importance of acknowledging interdependence. 3. Make time for both social connection and solitary reflection. Your energy today requires both external expression and internal processing. 4. Trust unusual ideas that arise, particularly regarding your professional direction or creative projects. The Uranus influence brings innovative solutions that may initially seem unconventional. 5. Pay attention to your body's signals, particularly regarding energy management. The abundant Mars vitality available today needs constructive outlets to prevent restlessness or irritability. 6. Set aside time this evening for activities that nurture your heart, Leo's ruling body part, whether through emotional connection, creative expression, or simply activities that bring genuine joy. In conclusion, June 12, 2025 offers you a day of dynamic potential, dear Leo. The cosmic energies support your natural gifts while encouraging growth in areas that may typically challenge you. By balancing your innate confidence with thoughtful consideration, you can navigate this day with both passion and wisdom. The evening brings a particularly harmonious energy for integration and appreciation of the day's experiences. Remember that while the stars offer guidance, your free will determines how you express these energies. As a Leo, your creative fire and generous heart are always your greatest strengths, regardless of the day's planetary positions. Look forward to tomorrow with confidence, knowing that today's efforts plant seeds for future success. The connections you nurture, the creative ideas you explore, and the self-awareness you develop today create ripples that extend far beyond this single day in your magnificent Leo journey. On June 12, 2025, Leo's celestial landscape reveals fascinating planetary dynamics that will shape your day with distinctive energies. The Sun, your ruling celestial body, positions itself at 21 degrees Gemini in your 11th house of social connections and future aspirations. This placement activates your visionary side while enhancing your natural charisma in group settings. The Sun forms a harmonious trine with Jupiter in Aquarius, amplifying opportunities for leadership within community projects and expanding your sphere of influence through technological platforms. This aspect particularly favors creative directors and those in entertainment industries, as your innovative ideas receive cosmic support. The Moon transits through Scorpio in your 4th house of home and emotional foundations, creating an interesting juxtaposition between your public persona and private emotional needs. This lunar placement invites deep emotional processing and potentially reveals family dynamics that have remained below the surface. Venus glides through Cáncer in your 12th house of the subconscious, suggesting that artistic inspiration flows most freely when you disconnect from external pressures. This placement favors behind-the-scenes creative work and spiritual pursuits that nurture your soul. Venus forms a challenging square to Mars in Aries in your 9th house, creating tension between your desire for emotional security and your impulse for adventurous expansion. Mercury, positioned at 15 degrees Gemini, amplifies your communication abilities, particularly regarding future planning and collaborative ventures. This placement supports pitching ideas to teams or organizations, with your words carrying particular weight among peers and colleagues. Mars in Aries energizes your 9th house of higher learning, foreign connections, and philosophical expansion. This fiery placement harmonizes beautifully with your Leo nature, fueling courageous pursuits of truth and knowledge. Jupiter in Aquarius continues its transit through your 7th house of partnerships, creating opportunities for growth through collaborative relationships that challenge your perspective. Saturn, retrograde in Pisces in your 8th house, prompts serious reflection regarding shared resources, investments, and psychological boundaries. This placement may temporarily slow financial collaborations, but offers valuable lessons in patience and due diligence. Uranus in Gemini forms a sextile to your sun sign, introducing unexpected innovative solutions to long-standing creative blocks. This aspect particularly favors technological approaches to artistic expression. Neptune in Aries in your 9th house adds a mystical quality to your intellectual pursuits, potentially blurring boundaries between spirituality and academic interests. This placement enhances intuitive learning, but requires discernment between inspiration and illusion. Pluto, continuing its transformative journey through Aquarius in your 7th house, intensifies encounters with significant others who mirror aspects of yourself requiring evolution. The North Node in Pisces pulls your evolutionary journey toward emotional surrender and spiritual trust, while the South Node in Virgo suggests releasing excessive criticism and perfectionism. A notable T-square forms between the Moon in Scorpio, Mars in Aries, and Venus in Cáncer, creating dynamic tension that can ultimately lead to emotional breakthroughs if consciously navigated. The ascendant degree activates your solar 5th house of creative expression and romantic pursuits, suggesting that authentic self-expression attracts admirers and opportunities alike. For Leo artists, writers, and performers, this day marks a significant alignment for showcasing work that bridges intellectual concepts with emotional depth. The Black Moon Lilith position in Virgo challenges you to integrate shadow aspects of your perfectionism, particularly regarding material resources and self-worth. Chiron in Taurus forms a quincunx to your sun sign, bringing awareness to old wounds related to stability and comfort that require innovative healing approaches unique to your creative spirit. June 12, 2025 presents Leo with a particularly dynamic communication landscape, as Mercury forms a harmonious trine with your ruling planet, the Sun. This celestial alignment amplifies your natural charisma and allows your words to carry exceptional weight and influence. Today, your thoughts flow with remarkable clarity, making this an ideal time for important presentations, heart-to-heart conversations, or creative expression. The moon's position in Libra creates a beautiful balance between your natural desire to shine and your ability to truly listen to others. This diplomatic energy helps you communicate with greater empathy while still maintaining your signature Leo confidence. You're finding that sweet spot where assertiveness meets receptivity. With Venus currently in your communication sector, your words carry an extra layer of charm and warmth. People aren't just hearing your message, they're feeling it. This Venus influence helps you express difficult truths with tact and compassion, smoothing over potential conflicts before they arise. Notice how your creative ideas seem to bubble up effortlessly today. Jupiter's expansive influence is activating your mental realm, bringing inspirational concepts that want to be shared. Trust these insights, they contain valuable wisdom. Today carries a special opportunity to heal communication rifts from the past. Perhaps there's someone you've struggled to connect with, or a misunderstanding that's lingered too long. The planetary alignments support reconciliation through honest, open-hearted expression. Your words have extraordinary persuasive power today, Leo. While this enhances your ability to influence others, it also brings responsibility. Be mindful of how you wield this power, ensuring your communications come from a place of integrity and genuine care for others' well-being. A surprising aspect between Mercury and Uranus suggests breakthrough conversations are possible. You might suddenly find yourself discussing topics you've previously avoided or discovering innovative solutions through dialogue. Stay open to unexpected turns in your interactions. Your third house of communication is receiving beneficial aspects today, enhancing your ability to articulate complex emotions. If you've been holding back feelings, especially regarding family matters or personal aspirations, the cosmic doorway is open for heartfelt expression. Written communication receives special blessing today. Whether you're crafting important emails, working on creative writing, or simply sending thoughtful messages to loved ones, your written words carry exceptional clarity and impact. Consider documenting your most important thoughts. Mars in your sign amplifies your passionate communication style, but its square to Saturn suggests potential resistance from authority figures or established systems. Navigate these waters by balancing your enthusiasm with strategic patience. Know when to push forward and when to diplomatically retreat. Today's numerological influence of number 3, 6 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5 equals 18. 1 plus 8 equals 9. 9 to 6 equals 3. Enhances your self-expression and creative communication. This vibration supports artistic endeavors, public speaking, and teaching, any activity that allows you to share your unique perspective with others. Pay special attention to nonverbal communication today. Your body language and tone may be sending stronger signals than usual, and others are particularly receptive to these subtle cues. Maintaining congruence between your words and actions creates a powerful impression of authenticity. Technology-based communication flows exceptionally well today. Virtual meetings, social media engagement, and digital content creation all receive cosmic support. Your natural warmth translates surprisingly well through screens today, helping you maintain meaningful connections despite any physical distance. The position of Neptune suggests heightened intuition in your exchanges. You may find yourself reading between the lines with uncanny accuracy or sensing the unspoken needs of others. Trust these impressions. They're helping you communicate with greater sensitivity and depth. With Saturn currently retrograde, you might notice old communication patterns resurfacing for review. Perhaps you'll catch yourself falling into defensive reactions or speaking from insecurity rather than strength. This awareness provides valuable opportunity for growth, allowing you to consciously choose new, more empowering ways of expressing yourself. Tonight, as the moon connects with Jupiter, conversations take on a philosophical quality. You'll find satisfaction in exploring life's bigger questions with those close to you, sharing your vision and wisdom while remaining open to learning from others' perspectives. This balance of teaching and receptivity represents Leo communication at its finest. For Leos on June 12, 2025, the stars are aligning in remarkably favorable ways for your financial landscape. The Sun in Gemini illuminates your 11th house of networks and future goals, creating powerful connections that could manifest as unexpected income streams. This position encourages you to leverage your social circles for financial gain, whether that's through referrals, collaborative ventures, or simply being in the right conversation at the right time. Your financial intuition is especially sharp today, allowing you to detect opportunities others might miss. With the Sun forming a harmonious trine to Jupiter in your 7th house of partnerships, there's significant potential for wealth expansion through collaborative efforts. A business alliance or joint venture initiated today could prove extraordinarily lucrative in the months ahead. Consider which relationships in your network might be elevated to more formal financial partnerships. Mercury positioned in Cáncer in your 12th house suggests some financial opportunities may arrive through behind-the-scenes channels or private conversations. Pay attention to subtle hints or seemingly casual mentions of business opportunities. Your subconscious financial radar is exceptionally attuned today. Trust those gut feelings about where to invest your resources. Venus forms a favorable aspect with Mars in your 9th house, potentially bringing financial opportunities through international connections, higher education, or publishing ventures. This aspect particularly favors Leos in creative fields, where your work could reach broader audiences with corresponding monetary rewards. The Jupiter placement in your partnership sector makes this an excellent day to negotiate contracts, discuss terms with collaborators, or formalize financial agreements. People are more likely to be generous in their offers today, and you'll find it easier to reach mutually beneficial arrangements. Saturn's stabilizing influence in your 8th house of investments and shared resources creates ideal conditions for reviewing your portfolio or making structural changes to your long-term financial planning. Financial decisions made today have staying power, especially regarding retirement accounts, mortgages, or estate planning. The Moon in Taurus activates your 10th house of career and public recognition, potentially putting you in the spotlight with those who control purse strings or make hiring decisions. Your professional value is highly visible today. A superior or key client might suddenly recognize your worth, leading to improved compensation. Uranus, also in your career sector, brings surprising developments that could rapidly shift your income situation. Remain open to unconventional offers or roles that might not have previously been on your financial radar. The unexpectedness of today's opportunities is precisely what makes them valuable. For entrepreneurial Leos, this is an exceptional day to launch a new revenue stream or business initiative. The cosmic alignment supports bold financial moves that break from traditional models. Your creativity, combined with strategic thinking, makes for a powerful wealth-generating combination. Neptune's influence suggests caution regarding investments that seem too idealistic or lack solid foundations. While optimism serves you well today, maintain healthy skepticism about financial schemes promising unrealistic returns. Pluto's transformative energy in your 6th house indicates that improvements to your work processes or skills could directly impact your earning potential. Consider investing in technologies or training that might increase your productivity and marketable expertise. The position of Chiron shows that healing old wounds around money or self-worth is key to fully embracing today's financial opportunities. Many Leos have undervalued their contributions in the past. Today's energy supports charging what you're truly worth. For Leos working in creative fields, this is a particularly fertile period for monetizing your artistic efforts. The cosmic configuration supports finding the sweet spot between authentic expression and commercial appeal. The financial invitation of today centers on expansion through connection, moving beyond isolated efforts to create prosperity through partnership and collaboration. Your natural Leo leadership qualities shine brightly when you bring others along on your wealth-building journey. Consider reaching out to a financial advisor or wealth management professional today, as expert guidance received now could significantly optimize your long-term prosperity. The stars favor structured approaches to wealth building that still leave room for your signature Leo flair and creative investment strategies. For Leo, on June 12, 2025, the cosmic energies are aligning in truly remarkable ways to create pockets of extraordinary fortune in specific areas of your life. The Sun, your ruling celestial body, forms a harmonious trine with Jupiter in Libra, opening doors to expansion and abundance that might normally remain closed. This rare configuration only happens once every 12 years in this particular arrangement, making this a day to mark on your calendar and leverage to its fullest potential. The areas where you'll find the most fortune today are particularly concentrated in creative endeavors, leadership opportunities, and social connections. With Venus positioned in your sector of earned income, there's also a strong financial undercurrent to these fortunate developments. Let's explore each of these areas in depth. Your creative expression is supercharged today as the Sun-Jupiter trine activates your fifth house of creativity. Artistic projects started today carry a special energy that will help them find their audience. If you've been working on any form of art, performance, or creative writing, this is an exceptional day to showcase your work or make significant progress. The universe is supporting your authentic self-expression, and people are more likely to receive your creative contributions with enthusiasm and appreciation. Your natural Leo charisma is amplified tenfold today. For those in entertainment, performing arts, or content creation, this is a day when your work could reach a significantly wider audience than usual. Leadership opportunities present themselves in unexpected ways today. With Mars in harmonious aspect to your Sun, you'll find that taking initiative feels natural and is met with minimal resistance. People are particularly receptive to your guidance and direction. If you're in a management position, this is an excellent day to introduce new ideas or rally your team around an important objective. If you've been waiting for the right moment to step into a leadership role or volunteer to head up a project, the cosmic energies today support you in claiming your rightful place at the helm. Even if you're not in a formal leadership position, your influence over others is enhanced, allowing you to guide situations toward favorable outcomes. The financial sector shows particular promise today as Venus in your second house forms a productive sextile with Saturn. This creates a foundation for stable financial growth, particularly through efforts that capitalize on your natural talents and abilities. Investment opportunities may present themselves, especially those related to creative industries, entertainment, or luxury goods, all areas that resonate with Leo's natural affinities. Pay attention to conversations about money today, as casual remarks might contain valuable financial insights or opportunities. Business partnerships formed today have excellent long-term potential, as they're built on a foundation of mutual respect and recognition of each other's strengths. Your social connections become a significant source of good fortune today. Jupiter's influence expands your social circle, potentially bringing people into your life who will play important roles in your future success. Networking events, social gatherings, and even casual encounters could lead to meaningful connections. There's a strong possibility of meeting someone who recognizes your talents and can help showcase them to a wider audience. Professional collaborations, initiated today, have the potential to develop into something far greater than initially anticipated. If you've been considering joining forces with someone whose skills complement your own, this is an auspicious day to formalize that arrangement. Romance is another area where fortune smiles on Leo today. For single Leos, there's potential for meeting someone with whom you share not just attraction, but intellectual compatibility and similar life goals. For Leos in relationships, this is an excellent day to deepen your connection through shared experiences that bring joy and laughter. The Sun-Jupiter trine infuses your romantic interactions with generosity, optimism, and a sense of possibility. Your home environment also receives beneficial energies today. If you've been considering making improvements to your living space, particularly those that add elements of comfort luxury, or self-expression, the energies support these endeavors. Home-based businesses or projects are particularly favored. Additionally, family relationships can be strengthened today through honest communication and shared activities. Physical vitality is another area of good fortune. Your energy levels are likely to be higher than usual, and any efforts to improve your health or appearance are supported by today's celestial configuration. This is an excellent day for beginning a new fitness routine or making adjustments to your self-care practices, as habits established today have staying power. To maximize these fortunate areas, it would be